Hello and welcome. Angles practice. So you will need color, pencils, or crayons to complete this worksheet. Number 1, color angle M yellow. So we'll come over here and we see that here's angle M and we will color that yellow. Alright, so we come over here and you're just going to color this whole piece right here. All of this is going to be yellow. And just color that in with your pencil or your crayon. Okay, now it says color an angle that is adjacent to angle M green. Remember, adjacent is your neighbor. So we need to find an angle that is adjacent, that shares a wall with angle M. You have two choices. If you look here, I'm going to pick the black line real quick. If you come over here, see this, here's a wall. So angle N, and this is M, just because I got colored over. Angle N is adjacent, and look at this wall right here. Angle R is adjacent. So either one of those you can color green. Try and make this go a little bit faster here. We'll color angle N green. Okay, that's all you have to do is you're just going to color in angle either N or R, whatever's adjacent. And that was N, it was right there. Alright, that's all you had to do for number 1. Number 2, angle Q, color angle Q red. So come over here and find angle Q, is this little guy right here. So we're going to color him red. Just real quick, color him red. You can color the whole thing or just the little angle part, just so we know that you know what it means. And then we're going to color an angle that is, look at this word, complementary to angle red as well. So what does complementary mean? That means that two angles equal 90 degrees. So if we come over here, and remember, let's go back up here. If you remember, this is angle Q, and you see this guy right here? That's your 90-degree box. That's your right angle. So what makes this right angle? What makes this 90 degrees? Angle Q is part of it, but then you also have angle P. So angle P is going to be red too, because angle P is complementary. These two together equal 90 degrees, and that's what complementary means. You have to have two. These are all about relationships. So angle P is the relationship with angle Q. So we're going to color this guy red too. I know my drawing's getting a little sloppy. I'm trying to do this a little bit faster. So this is angle P. Okay? And finally, the last question says, if the measure of angle Q is 33 degrees, what is the measure of angle P? Well, we've already decided that these two guys are complementary, so we know that together they equal 90. They equal 90 together, and this guy is 33 degrees. How much does angle P have to be? Figure that out. We have to subtract. You take your total degrees, which is 90, and you're going to subtract 33. And that will give you the measure of angle P right here. You always want to put the bigger number in first so you don't end up with a negative. All right, number 4, color the two vertical angles yellow. And there's your V for your kissing V's, right? So we need to find two things that kiss. Well, let's see. I see this right here. Do you guys see it? There's a V, and there's a V. Now some of you might say, what about E and H? But they're not made with the same two lines, right, that crisscross. And angle H is not congruent to E. Remember I told you vertical angles have to be congruent. That's a have to. These two are not congruent. You can't pick those. G and C are kind of off to the side, so you can't pick those either. So D and F look like the only two that would be kissing. A little smooching going on. So we're going to color those yellow. I'm going to just do a little bit so that you can see. Okay, so D and F are going to be yellow. It says, number 5 says two angles that are complementary, red. Now we remember from number 2 up there that complementary means 90 degrees. So again, you know, it helps if you just write equals 90 every time you see the word complementary, because it'll get stuck in your head. And that way for the test you'll know what they're talking about. So you need two angles that make 90. The first thing I'm going to do is look for this guy. I'm going to look for the box that says what's 90. It should cover two angles. Remember, it's a relationship. As much as y'all want to have a relationship by yourself, it's just not happening. So you got to have two things, two angles. So angle C right here and angle H, this guy right here, those are going to be complementary because they created, let me get my black marker here, they created the 90 degrees, this right here. Okay, so you can color both of these guys red. Now we have a different one. Look at number 6. I'm going to go up here and pick blue because it says the next one's blue. And it says color the angle that is supplementary to F, blue. So we're not coloring angle F blue. That's already yellow, right? But we want something that's supplementary. That means it creates a straight line. Remember, S for supplementary is a straight line, which is 180 degrees. So we need 180 degrees right here. So let's look. Here's F, right? So what creates a straight line? Well, if I added up F, G, H, and C, that would be this straight line. But that doesn't work because we can only have a pair of angles. And a pair means two. So if this ray doesn't work, then I'm going to look at this line. This is the other side of F. So if I look at this line, look, what else touches it? Angle E. So this is going to be this is going to be what's supplementary to F. It creates this straight line right here. And then we have some math. And so let's go back up here and get our black. And it says if the measure of angle F is 79, what is the measure of angle E? So if this is 79 over here, what is angle E? That's your question mark. And we've already decided that these two are supplementary. And supplementary is 180. So to figure out angle E, you take 180 minus your 79. Okay? And now if angle F is 79 again, then what is the measure of angle D? Well, that means you need to know about vertical angles. What do we know about vertical angles? What did I say? They have to be congruent. So now you need to know what the word congruent means. So I'll write that right here. What does congruent mean? If you know that, then you should have no problem figuring out D. I'm going to give you a little hint. Let's say you don't know what the word congruent is, but you understand that supplementary angles have to equal 180. Well, guess what? D and E, see this straight line right here? D and E are supplementary. So if you found out what E is, you can find out what D is. So there are two ways to figure out D. Either you know vertical angles, which are congruent, or you know supplementary angles, and you figured out E in the previous problem. So two ways you can figure out number 8. All right, write this down because I'm going to clear it out and do the last section. All right, let's go up to the top here. Try not to make the noise scratch too much. All right, let's clear it out. There we go. And we'll come down here and there we go. And we'll do these last 4. So again, we're going to color the vertical angles yellow. So let's go back up here and get yellow. Now what's vertical? J and K aren't vertical, they're side by side. Remember, verticals have to be across from each other, kissing. Neither one, J or K, can go with N because N's a lot bigger. But you know what I see? Look at these two. Look at M and I. Do you guys see this kissing V right here? And this one over here? See how they meet in the middle? So we can color these two. M and I are your vertical angles. They're the kissing ones. All right, let me go back down here to make sure that you guys still can see your lines. Yeah, a little messy. Oh well, it'll work. All right, so number 10 says color angle J green. Well, that's easy enough. So grab my green. Here's angle J. We're just going to color this in green. Again, you can color the whole thing like I did at the top. I'm just trying to make this a little bit faster. Now, color the angle that is adjacent to angle J green. So what is adjacent? Well, we have 2 choices, right? Because J has 2 walls, 2 sides. We can either do K or I. Since I should already be colored yellow, let's go ahead and pick K. So this is going to be the other one that I color in. Okay? All right. Now, color the angle that is supplementary to angle I blue. So let's go up here and get my blue. And we want something that is supplementary. Remember, it's really a good idea to go ahead and write. You got to equal 180, which is the straight line. All right, so first, here's angle I, right? This guy right here is angle I. So what's supplementary? Well, this entire line right here makes a line, but that has 3 angles. A pair is 2, so we can't do these 2. But look over here at N. N creates this line. You see this line right here? That's angle N. So we can color this one blue. And again, you can color the whole angle. I'm just trying to save some time. All right, last one. If the measure of angle N is 118, what is the measure of angle M? All right, so let's get my black pencil here. So angle N is 118. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to write in 118. And now I want to find this guy. Well, guess what? Angles M and N are what kind of angles? These 2 right here. They kind of got a little messed up in all of my drawing. They're supplementary. Look, they make this straight line right here. So, what do we know about supplementary angles? Yep. Right here, number 11, we did it. They have to equal 180. So we have 180 minus 118. And that'll give you the measure of angle M right here. All right, that's all there is to it. Make sure you color them all in, double check your math, and put your name at the top and turn it in. Thanks for watching.